off the cusp with some of this that fell off the Baca trucks. Tonka trucks for kids that sick in beds in hospitals that make too much. I make too much noise and stomp my feet like I'm pissed off. And my colors all flushed. When would rivers run with what I said? When it be permanent, bitch? I'm the residue that's left. If y'all did some slick, it make you slip. Because a sentence on slip made more than everything that you could get on the top. See us under the surface, bitch, like the rest of the iceberg that you hit, Mr. Titanic ship. You think you're a big ship? I just see the steam that come off the top. That's right. Walls that touch because that junk needs to get squashed like cars. Because we got a cause, and now our effect was starting to get felt. And now you can fall like stars. I wish it Paul, I wish you would type shit. Why don't you just listen to this? It will happen to know a bunch of them paramedics. I could call a phone 911, no, I'll bypass that shit like a double bypass for just what's inside that bitch. And then my insides is hit like that's a bad dog. No, he's just doing what he does with blood all over his mug. Yes, that could have been root beer from Paul. Yes, I popped up like a bunch of volcanoes at once. About to steam, then you know what they shot. A whole head of a steam for me because I'd be the steam for teapot that's been warmed up, and then y'all could warm up to this stuff because this is a hurt that's on your door. Is that the word? It hurts me so. I don't know for sure because I feel like my wealth inside of this spot was starting to decay, but not now. I ate a penis, a whole bunch. Not penis, dog. Y'all be at that stuff too much. Too much sit down and watch TV. Y'all need to stand up like your tennis shoe soles told you so, bro. And I fucking told you like I'm gonna pull and tow a couple of boats cause I'm the tugboat with my flow. Bow. They're all tied up. Bow. That's right. The Snapple guy made from the best stuff on Earth and everywhere else. Like if the astronauts could really get them shits to work. Your shit's worse off that y'all-y motherfuckers all dead. You wanna kill slowly cause you can't kill everyone at once. I get it, that's one-on-one type stuff. Just have them watching the tennis ball and always say no when they could be watching like this. Why not? Bow. Couple hooks and then a fucking windmill shook because it knew what I was gonna say next. A bunch of Kurtzes and shit, a bunch of spin, a bunch of ball. Best night of your life type shit, and then it stopped. And then the fucking pumpkin blew up with a M80 inside that looked like this. And then the wick got real small because the wick of buck had the pentagram that started to spin. Bow. Black magic? No, it's just a bunch of shit to leave y'all at bay. Don't get too close because if you come to my island, you'll get dead, you'll get gone, you'll be deceased. But don't worry, y'all won't be missed very much because you was bad, motherfuckers. And bad is when you don't like other people or a bunch of no love boats. Better yet, I love to put that in. Too bad it barely fit. That's a pig that didn't have a hole. Like it was never cut like so. I felt like the wood partition in Castlevania, bro. And then the whole bunch of shit that had no frame cause it wasn't oak. And that's what I prefer, you should know that by now. Yes, the otter talked to the beaver a lot of when I say some awesome stuff and they all started to nod. They loved when my fucking hot lava would run because that mountain wasn't a mountain at all. And your molehill? I think no. I mowed it like it was grass and I just took the lawnmower out. Bo! I took it for a walk like a dog. It didn't need a collar or fucking leash at all. A leash this thought. Because I feel like the fucking leash was gone. Yes, y'all need to get diseased aside. Maybe you could get turned to stone. I got Medusa's eyes. Or at least one. It's the same color. What a coincidence. So you don't throw people off in conversation, dog, but you don't look them in the eye, do you, motherfucker? Yes, that's right. Look my woman's in the eye. She laughs. The vampire, the ripping naked, the flesh becomes what's in my intestines next. Boom! Y'all know testicles need to go fuck yourselves, and nothing short or anything worth any good. Yes, I bet we never stuck to walls like what's shot from pasta, what's that mom or grandmother that helped? Maybe when y'all could get the hot from under your boiling dog, because you're boiling under your skin, aren't you? I can feel it. A whole bunch of white cupids shot at everyone, and then a whole bunch of chords struck like the orchestra's going to town. Making up songs on the spot? No, these are songs that I practiced and rehearsed for very long, like a horse was involved, cause I need all four of his lugs at once, and a four-leaf clover on my lapel. It fell off, but oh well. Wow. And what the leprechaun had. Maybe that gold would help. If I could buy you off? No, I could buy you off with hugs. Maybe kisses that had the little stripes that look like the barber shop. Maybe this barber quartet because there's four of him if four lights were in the room type shit, and that was a fucking arithmetic if I ever seen that bitch. But in real life, boom. Synthesis stock like a blocks for Virginia that come in the box. Yes, I feel like a coming in your head. No orgasm shit, because I'm an organism that lives with words that spill from my lips. They always spill, dog, because that's what nuclear stuff does, or the shit that you want. I don't get to the right effect, and if I did, I get all the infection, yeah. Boom! Over your internet. The Matrix and Nix, and then y'all could get in amazement again or lost in a maze with this next. Yes, the Noculus that got so big because the UFOs hover above that bitch, and then when they go down, lights were shot to pick up what they wanted. Usually the songs that slid off of my mouth, and then it's litter if the Smokey the Bear ever saw, but he never does. He knows to turn the cheek to my stuff, cause it's chic and whatnot. This was French as fuck like a croissant. Y'all could bite in and nod this like it was a bone that the dog would have found. And the blood's finally gone, I washed it off myself. And I never said he was bad. He does what he does. He's a wild animal, bitch. So don't try to get him put down, or I'll have you put down as well. I snap your neck like chickens quick. Yes, we will feast on what once lived, like a roasting pot that's hot before you put on. That's what I call going to town. I'm not cannibal, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Let the marble roll. Let that cookie crumble. So there's only crumbles now. Yes. And then when the crevices were full with this, yes, when you mess, act like you did, and that's a fucking hot mess with the steam off it. Bow. That's right. Apostle time for Paul. Maybe I could be Paul, the alien dog. He's so small, and he looks like so cliche. That's if you ever saw, you wouldn't be alone. Like there's smoke, and where there's smoke, there's this. Grab your pens. This is a pop quiz type shit with little quotations above it, like flying bunnies. I love you. Maybe their wings that help. Maybe they got a happy thought. Maybe they're like God. They trying to get back to Neverland, and I never rust. With some of this is stainless steel that spills from now. Of course it spills because the foliage of witness gonna get like a canopy for the forest when I rip it. Yes, I just rip and rust from the spots that leave big ass holes like damn, those are big ass moles that lived in that bitch, or big ass bugs. Too many carrots pluck from the garden, dog. Plucky McDuck with the bill that spun cause he shot with my musket gun. Yeah, I wanted to put gun on that motherfucker because I'm a lone gun hero. Lone Ranger Mo. Maybe a fucking ranger that washed a forest to keep it from burning down. Even though he washed it, dog, he doesn't have a hose. So what the hell? I need one plugged into the ocean right now. We can stop acres from getting the ash. Seems like they aren't putting enough umph into that bitch. They need an ump to call penalty quick. Put him in a penalty box like he's hitting a puck into the back of a net when it spun like an alarm, like somebody got hurt. They need to put him on a stretch to get to the hospital and get med. Maybe bandage, maybe tourniquet, maybe I turn a phrase with all I say. And maybe all of it was just to get y'all wondering. I wonder about a bit myself. Maybe too much. Maybe when I walk, I act like Mega Man does at the second part of that game. You know, when the credits run and all of the seasons change very quickly. And then they play that song. And the song sounded so strange. It sounded so delicate. I like these type of things. I like the leaves that fall off of the trees after they change the color. Isn't that sweet? Because when they did, they start to decay, and I wish they were back, but they're so beautiful in this state. Boom! More New Hampshire, though. For real. Vermont. Flows run like fucking rose gold that you found from mines that you mine now? No. Would you mind if my flow went to a different place? I thought it always does. This is cinema we saw. This is the cinnamon on this fucking bun that we bought. It's shaped more like a muffin or something. Why don't you just love it when the smoke pumps from the muffler you have that you got from Pick or Pluck with Plucky involved. Maybe he's the one that bought up and my fucking awesome thought was bought for a blonde bitch. That would be awesome. And the bluest of one. This is margarine when it's soft. Not put back in the fridge when it's shut. Now I got this fucking loaf of bread more big and the fucking slice with like this thick. You could call it Texas toast, but this is so Northwest. Boom. It's right. Salute some more of this solid solvent that's gonna solve a crime with detective. Maybe Hargony helped and the fucking hot rhymes. I had to just let out. Maybe all of these letters help to make combinations like they're tumblers for a safe I'm gonna open. And I want what's mine in the bag with the money symbol on it. That's right. My trombone, you got your tripling dog. I got a fucking sorcery tongue that could solve all the problems right now. Just put them on my desk. It's not mahogany. I'll give you a guess. And if you guess wrong, then there's gonna be a hole that opens where you stood and you're gonna fall in a pit. Probably break every bone, but the torturer's paws start like this is Star Wars, dog. Yes, starstruck at talking. This is a fucking umbrella of a witch. It casts spells by itself. It's gonna repel some of that wit. Some of this is gonna get under that skin. I hope that it does. I hope you dip when you listen to this shit. It's a double dip of my chip every time that I spit. Yes, it's a top when it spins. Gonna get that Mega Man so a whole bunch of balls go in different directions. I can make you play those retro games. Holy shit, that's what I'm saying. That's the way I want it. Boom. One-on-one and wayward talking. Why don't you go in with quest? I already did. I trained so many dragons. They're off on flight. They got their own lives, but they'll come back to the nest. Yes, this was fresh. This was what the garments was and all this because you thought that the astronomy was wrong, but it wasn't. Because I feel like the stars were all him. And him, I mean him. The guy I'm watching. Boom. That's right. Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's right. You know,